Namon, Andrea, author of The Detour and Foresight Mindset, Shaping Your Future, leadership and life coach, and also a motivational speaker. My goal as a speaker is to help people on how they can move from where they are to wherever they want to be with clarity, whatever that point may be. And today I'll be speaking to us on a topic which I've captioned Failure is Feedback. And before I dive deep into today's message, just a reminder, if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please hit that subscribe button and don't forget to share and like this message. And I want to begin by saying this. We often think that success begins with applause, but success begins with falling flat. But somehow we have come to believe that failure disqualifies us, that failure means we are not good enough or not ready. And in this talk, I want to reframe failure for what it truly is. Failure is not a verdict. Failure is a voice that says, there is still more to learn. There is still a way forward. That's what failure is all about. Failure is a voice that gives you feedback, a voice that lets you know that there is more to learn, a voice that lets you know that there is still a way forward. As a matter of fact, the opposite of failure is not success. The opposite of success is giving up. We have often confused failure as the opposite of success, but the opposite of success is not failure. The opposite of success is giving up. Imagine this. When babies are learning how to walk, they fall a lot of times, right? And we don't criticize babies when they fall. What do? Instead, we cheer them. We cheer for them. We encourage them because we understand that every step that they take and fall, it takes them closer to that magical moment when they are going to take that step. So don't give up because you are falling. Falling is a necessary tool for growth. Falling is a necessary tool that lets you know that there is still more to learn. And in this talk, I want to quickly share with you keys or how to learn from failure as feedback. It's important that you learn from failure as feedback and not as a threat. When you embrace failure as a threat, the chances are that you are going to get stagnated. So you have to begin to learn from failure as a necessary tool or as a feedback that pushes you forward, as a tool that lets you know that there is more to learn and there is still a way forward. So the first key to embracing or to learn from failure as a feedback is by accepting failure as opportunity. Always embrace failure as an opportunity to start again with clarity. You have to begin to embrace failure as an opportunity to begin again, this time with clarity. Clarity is what guarantees progress. Clarity means your motion and clarity simply means your motion and your direction is going to bring about an outcome. You are not just in emotion, but you have a clear picture of the outcome that you desire. So embrace failure as an opportunity to learn. In Chinese, the word crisis has got two characters. It is made up of the word danger, but it is also made up as but it also means the turning moment or a chance to begin again. That's what crisis means in Chinese. So it's up to you to make a choice to embrace failure as a threat or a turning point or a chance to begin again. That's what the word crisis means in Japanese. So make a choice. Begin to accept failure as an opportunity to start again, this time with the clarity. Don't embrace failure as a threat. Embrace it as an opportunity to begin again. Life is all about choices. I'm reminded of the story of an oracle again in China. And it was said that this oracle had answers almost to everything. And one day, two young men caught a bird and hid the bird behind their back. And they went to this oracle and they said, "Mr. Oracle, we have a bird behind us. Please tell us whether this bird is dead or alive." Do you know what the oracle said? The oracle said, "Whether the bird is dead or alive, it's up to you." And I want to communicate this to you. It's up to you to embrace failure as a threat, or it's up to you to embrace failure as a chance to start again, as an opportunity to start again, this time with clarity. So the best way to learn from failure as a feedback is to accept failure as an opportunity to start again, this time with clarity. Step number 2 is by focusing on what you can control. Focus on what you can control. When you encounter failure, focus on what you can control. It's easy to let failure scatter your focus. I have been there before. I even told one of my friends, I was like, "You know what? I think I'm a failure, man." And this is what he said to me. He said, "Look, there is so much more that you have to learn in this field. You are not a failure." And it was in that moment that I realized it was not failure which was defeating me. It was not. I didn't get defeated because of failure. I got defeated because my focus was scattered. I didn't know what I can control. I lacked the ability to devote my energy and my efforts into the things that I can control and not on the things that I can't. So the best way, one of the second step to learn from failure as a feedback, is to devote your energy and your efforts into the things that you can control and not on the things that you can't. Because once you don't have a specific area where you can devote all your energy and your efforts, you scatter your focus. And when you scatter your focus, your energy or your efforts becomes useless, because there's nothing that you can achieve. You are everywhere in this moment. So devote your energy and your efforts into the things that you can control. Focus on what you can control. That's your power. That's your strength, by channeling your energy and your efforts into the things that you can control and not on the things that you can't. And the third key on how to learn from failure's feedback is by learning from universal examples. Learn from universal examples. I am reminded about Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison failed 1,000 times before he invented the bulb. 1,000 times. But I believe in every moment, at every stage that he failed, he didn't see it as a failure. He saw that as an opportunity to start again, but this time with clarity. He didn't give up on himself. So for every challenge, for every failure that you encounter, there are universal examples. People, ladies and gentlemen, who went through the same challenges that you are going through, who went through the same setbacks, who didn't receive setback as a threat, but as a necessary tool to learn from again with clarity. So learn from universal examples. For every setback, for every hardship, for every challenge that you go through in life, there are people out there who went through the same challenges, but they overcame them. They used the failure as a feedback. They didn't give up on the challenges or the setbacks that they encountered. If Thomas Edison gave up because he failed 1,000 times, I mean, today we couldn't even have a light bulb. Or maybe someone else might have invented it. But the idea is Thomas Edison embraced failure not as a threat, but as a feedback on how he can improve his idea. So learn from universal examples on how you can begin to learn from failure, not as a threat, but as a feedback. Failure is necessary. Failure is necessary for growth. Failure is necessary for transformation. And the last key on how to learn from failure as feedback is to develop your inner voice. Don't let external noise drown you. Learn to speak positive about yourself. Control your inner dialogue. Develop your inner voice. You hold the power to become the person you want to be. Don't let external noise to drown you. I'm reminded about a ship. A ship doesn't drown because of the water around it. It drowns because of the water that gets in it. So don't let external voice to drown you. Don't let how people react on the setbacks that you encounter to drown you. Control your inner dialogue. Develop your inner voice. Say positive things about yourself. Say things that are going to lift you and move you forward. That's how you embrace failure as feedback and not as a threat. So ladies and gentlemen, if this message inspired you, please don't forget to like and subscribe and share it with your friends and family. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Remain blessed.